Well, hello. This is Veiah again. Today is day 2 for our Build a Brand Challenge. So you build your brand, create some influence, create some impact, create some income, and eventually become an influencer. Yes, it's doable. Sometimes it's actually very fast. Sometimes it's slow. It really depends on you, but it is doable. And I want to see you become an influencer. So, hi, my name is Veiah, and today is our day 2 for the Build a Brand in a challenge. So, let's get going. So, yesterday we talked about mindset because it's very important to have a right mindset. Now, I mentioned yesterday so many kind of mindset which we all have. And in fact, I created like a 3 key mindset that for me, was very impactful. And so I was sharing it with you. But today, I have narrowed it down to just 2 because why not make it simple, right? Make it simple for you to be easier to understand and easier to um, think, digest. It's very important. So 2 basic mindset. Ask yourself, which one are you, a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? See, these are just very basic, but I'm sure you can tell exactly what fixed mindset means and what growth mindset means. But today, we're just going to focus on one, the one that will help you. All right? So keep in mind that you want to succeed, you want to become better, you want to be an influencer. So that's a goal for you. And I'm sure you know which one would you pick from these 2. So, like I mentioned, focus on the growth mindset. And you have that. If you believe you don't have that yet, it's okay. This is why we're here. So you get to know yourself and eventually grow. Your mindset will grow. And that is our goal here. So now that you have an idea of what the first thing you need to do to build your brand, which is mindset, then you can now think about branding. What is a brand? Very simple question, but it holds a lot of weight. You know, a brand is something that shows your values, your unique skills, your experiences, your stories, your personality, and the image that you want to present to your audience. And it's very important to have authenticity. You have to be authentic because everyone will know. You can't hide. Just kidding. Well, the thing is, when you are authentic, then people will start to trust you. But before that, we talk about what is a brand. A brand is, when it comes to brand, we probably think about, oh, it has to be like some colors in it, some, designs in it. It's a logo. Well, yeah, a logo is, something that you want to, when you brand yourself, you want to have like a presentation of your brand, which is a logo would be a good way to present your brand. However, a logo doesn't just mean having to have a beautiful color, it has to be more than that because it represents you after all. That's your brand. So you want to think of what color you want to use for your brand, uh, how you want it to be designed that represents you, so you can create that influence with just a brand. A brand can develop your influence. It can also create an impact because it's a brand, and eventually it can create income for you. So it's like a business card that you can show to people. Yeah, this is my brand. This is, you can share that to anyone. And if you feel like your brand is not fully ready yet, that's fine. Create something. The best way actually is to just create a simple brand, simple logo of your business. And it will evolve, and that's fine. A lot of companies like Starbucks, when they started, they have a different logo. And over time, they made some changes. And now this logo is the one that they keep for longer time. There was some changes, the colors, the designs, they made some changes. So don't worry too much about the logo for your brand. Start simple, and eventually you can make it better. I would say that having it simple is better because it's easier for people to relate. If it's too busy, then people tend to, but of course, it is your decision because it's your business for sure. So what I'm saying is, because it's your business, it does talk about your values, your unique skills, your experiences. It should talk about that. So, if you can make it personal, what is something personal to you? Because you're actually telling the your ideal clients the brand that you are. So with branding, you also want to have a website. So one is logo, is represents branding. Another one is website. Although some businessmen don't have a website because they don't see the value of it. And there is always pros and cons. So that really depends on you. A website can take time to create, but if you just make it simple, just enough for people to see who you are, a little bit about you, then it's not a big deal. And yeah, you can get a free website here for you, a template already, and you just need to edit the images perhaps, or your content, so it will be your content. Is every business is different. Like I mentioned, your value is different from mine, and your unique skills. You want to highlight your unique skills, your experience, and if you want to add a story, yes, you can add stories on your website to, kind of introduce yourself to the world and eventually get them to know you. And it also will show your personality there. So everything will be there about your business. Now, there's some clients who ask, should I use my name to create a website for myself, for my brand? Well, that really depends on you. If you feel good about having your name out there as a website, then do it. I would encourage that because we're talking about branding and you're a brand. I have mentioned that in the day one that every person is a brand now. And so you are a brand yourself. So why not brand yourself? That's the easiest way, is to brand yourself. Branding is like having to present yourself, online, offline. It's about you, your brand. And you want to have that opportunity for your ideal clients to get to know you. And so logo, website, it's like a business card that you have 24/7. People can access it anytime while you're sleeping. Isn't that cool? And business card, yes, you can also create a business card for your brand. That way you can introduce yourself when you meet someone, and make sure you give them 2 business cards each time you give, because sometimes if they only have 1, they lose it. Then if they have 2, then they have, give a reason, like give this to your friend. And so the brand would tell your ideal client what you stand for, things like that. And so your values, and so that is really something can help your brand. And that's good for you, don't you think? So as a brand, as I mentioned, every person is a brand. So if you're a brand, then you might want to make it personal. You want to share a little bit personal, not too much, but yeah, share some personal stuff for your ideal client to get to know you. And when they get to know you, eventually trust you, and so on. So now that you are a brand, you want to build your brand and also grow your brand. So you might want to take control of your brand. And the way to take control of your brand is to pay attention, be aware, you can compare with others. That's fine. You see, oh, I like that. So you can add it to your brand. So build it and grow it. And eventually you can build your brand the right way and become an influencer. So building a brand means you are sharing yourself or your business to the world. So you pay attention how you can add value to your ideal clients. Since you're a brand already, you have a business. Well, if you're starting, yes, maybe you will be, asking, what can I share? And it's okay if you don't have a clear idea yet, but you have to start. The important thing is you have to start communicating, add value, communicate as you build your brand, even if you have no idea what you're doing, that's fine. And the important thing is you have to start somewhere. So if you already have an idea of what you want, or even if you don't have an idea, just follow your heart. That's very important, to follow your heart. What do you want people to know you? You know, how do you want people to know you? Or what is it that you want to? You also ask yourself, what is it that you want? So it's not just one way. It has to be from you and for your ideal clients. So you need to align your intentions with actions. Align your intentions with actions, which means every time you want to post, or if you want to start creating guidelines for your business, you have to think, you have to align it, your intentions with your actions. That's very important. This is how you take control of your brand, because you are the brand yourself. So you want to show or share, provide, your intentions to the world. And in so doing, you are going to take action, because if you're keeping your intentions in you, nobody will know. The only way for your ideal clients to know who you are, if you put your intentions out there. What is your intention? To become an influencer, right? So you as a brand has to build and grow your brand. It may take a short time, it may take a longer time, but that's okay. You know better. And if you need help, that's why we're here to help you. So now that you have an idea of a brand and what you must do to, build your brand, let's go to why do you need to build your brand? So this is a question a lot of my clients would ask. Why do I need to build my brand? Well, why not? If you're already a brand, then why not build it? It's already there. And so there's no reason really. Is it hard? You're building it as you go along. And I'm sure the more you are putting your time and effort in your business, you will see what building your brand would do to you. You will see that. So why not? If you ask this question, my answer is another question. Why not? So let me move this. So if you're a brand, then every entrepreneur, every coach, every consultant, every freelancer, and every businesses better build a brand. Yeah, I cannot mention it. I cannot kind of like encourage you to build your brand. I mean, maybe a brand is big in your mind, but actually it's not. So don't be afraid to build your brand. No matter whatever you're doing, build your own brand. So because your brand is about you. It's about you. So basically, your brand is about who you are. Whoops. And you are unique. Your personal brand is you. You are unique. You are you. Nobody is you but you, right? When I say that, it's like, what? So, anyway, you as a brand, what you can offer to the world is yours alone. How you can serve the world is yours alone. There might be a little similarity with others, but since it's coming from you, then you are unique and you are the only one who can offer that, right? And because of that, because you are unique, you will stand out. You will stand out because you are unique. And that's the beauty of it, standing out. It will highlight and also standing out will highlight your uh your skills, your strengths, your being you. That's good. And that's good. Because of what you can offer that is only yours, that helps you create influence, your influence. You can impact, you know? So, and eventually will create income for you. And so it's good for you. What sets you apart being unique, excuse me, being unique is because you have your own sense of beliefs and not everybody has that same belief. So you are unique. Your belief will be different from others. It will set you apart from others. Your uniqueness will set you apart from everyone else. So, make the most of it. Highlight your strengths, highlight your passion to invite more people to do how you did it. Yeah, how you did it. Yes, we all have your experience may be different from someone else, and you can be the one to help that someone who is also in the same journey. So that's where you come help them. So, like I mentioned, if you're building your brand, that means your brand is what you can use to attract your ideal audience. Your brand can be an influence to those people who may need your help. Yes, you are and can influence someone with who you are. And as you keep doing that, you will become an expert. And so people will come to you. People will ask you how. Hey, can you help? So you have the expertise. And with your expertise comes impact that you can do to others. You can impact others to do something, you can impact others to be bold or be an expert like you. That's something you can do with your expertise. So it's important to believe in yourself. Yes, Well, you're expert already, so I know you believe in yourself. So with that, you are now heading to great news income because you already attracted ideal clients with your influence. You have impacted others with your expertise. So come then are people who needs your help and they're willing to pay. You can ask for a premium price for your expertise. Yeah, you can do that. And so that's something that will follow over time. Sometimes even there was one time I just posted, hey, if you need help with a website, I can do it for you. It's only one time, and out of the blue, I got some people who wanted to pay to get the website done. So you never know. You have to think of the influence, the impact, and the income that will generate for you when you are building your brand. So, because when you're an expert, then people will trust you. When people see, oh yeah, she can help me with it. She or somebody. The good thing is when someone you help talk to other people and this, oh yeah, she helped me this, and so it just goes on and on and on. So you get referrals, or sometimes you get people who just kind of post that, hey, somebody help me, so and so help me. And that can lead to income, that can lead to new leads too. That's like a lead generation for you. And you can build your brand that way. So as we learn about the influence, the impact, the income, just know that the good news is you are in charge of your narrative. So if you're feeling like, yeah, it's really good to, this is really good, I know it's doable, but we always have that, but, and that's fine. I was in that place before. But anyway, so you are in charge of your narratives. Now, when you talk about or think about your brand, you might add to it that, yeah, if I am in charge, then what? Then all things is possible. All kinds of possibility is ready for you to explore. So, you know, how do you want it? Where do you want to go? You are in charge of your narrative. You are in charge of yourself. You are in charge of your brand. And so you are in charge of the business that you're thinking of or have been doing. You can do it. You can do it. And so with being in charge, you also need to be visible. When you're in charge, then you want to start, you know, being visible online. You have a website, you have a logo. So all this, use it to make you visible. Use it every content. Use it, add it to make you visible. The more you become visible, the more fans you'll attract. Yeah, I'm talking about fans. Well, you are a celebrity now because you want to be an influencer. That means you're becoming a celebrity. So there will be fans who can relate to you, who can resonate with you, and they will be the one who would be talking about you to others. And how cool is that? You don't even need to advertise yourself because they will be talking about you. So be visible. It is important to be visible. Several platforms. You can start with one, and that's fine, but always have a consistency with content. You have to contribute consistent content. This is important because when you have content out there, you're visible. People hear you, people see you, and people talk about you. So make it a habit or a goal, not a habit, could be a goal to contribute consistent content. Now, we talk about this in the day one. What do you contribute? It's important to contribute. Contributing is like, you know, sharing a piece of you. So do it, contribute, and be consistent with your content. If you can do it one day, good. Once a day, twice a day. You can start once a day, or you can start 3 times a week. That is really up to you. But your content is something that people would notice, people would see, and which represents you. And so it will be like a guide for them to know you. And you can also kind of think about what is the content you want people to see from you. Since you're a brand, you want to align your content with the brand that you want people to know about you. So that's very important. And one more thing is when you contribute consistent content, share only the ones that is relevant to your content. You do not want to post or share content that is everything. For example, you are a graphic designer, so you want to share content that is about the topic that you want. No more aside from that. It's only graphic, only design. Anything about design, that's the one that you want to share on your platform, on your website, or on your logo, or your business card. It has to be consistent. That is what you do. And I tell you what, it doesn't matter if you only have one, because people will start asking other things, and eventually you will expand. So don't worry about, oh, why can't I just do one? Some people do everything. I know that. And if you do that, good for you. And how are you faring? Are you enjoying it, or are you overwhelmed? So you're going to ask yourself that question. If you're overwhelmed, then you need to narrow down, because you won't get anything done. So with the content, That's value there. Remember that. So all these things is for you to connect everything, the branding, logo, website, business card, you know, attracting your ideal client, your impact to the world or to your client, the income for you, how you do it, what can generate income to you. And of course, how do you do it is up to you. You have to be visible. You have to be connecting, communicating, especially with your ideal client, and to share content that is related to your niche, Otherwise, it will be overwhelming for you. But of course, you can do anything you want. Just know that if you want to make it easier for you, then you have to make a decision. And sometimes making a decision is hard. But anyway, so this all contribute to you becoming an influencer. Now you have everything connected. It's time to do the work. How do you do it? Become an influencer. You have to understand, becoming an influencer, you have to share a little bit about you online and offline, because you are a brand yourself. So that's something that you want to do. The other thing is, I'm going to mention, is a brand doesn't have to be a person. There is a faceless brand that you can use. If you don't want your face on the brand, that's fine. It still works the same, except for the faceless brand and the other one, which is, you put your face there, or you put a logo there in place of your picture, your image. So that's it. And so don't worry about, I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to put my face out there. And I can understand that. But there's always a way, right? So I want to see you tomorrow, day 3 for our Build a Brand Challenge, and you become an influencer. If you're ready to jump in, dive deep to creating your influence, you need to attract more individuals. And the more you attract individuals, you will build your business really good and become an influencer. Are you ready to become an influencer? That's amazing, huh? So, if you're ready to go all in for becoming an influencer, we have a course ready for you. createyourinfluence.com/CYIM, Create Your Influence Mastery. Everything that you need for the tools, resources, we have it for you, so you can start building your brand, your influence, your online presence right. And eventually you become an influencer. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. I.